All right, so what's going on, everybody? It is a Monday, and yes, the World Series is over. Kansas City takes down the Mets 4-1, but it was a pretty thrilling World Series because there was a couple extra inning ball games, much like the final game last night. So that's over with, and yes, one of the undefeated NFL teams have fallen, and one had to fall when you had two undefeated teams going head to head last night, like the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers did, and the Broncos came out on top of that match. So we're down to 4. So anyway, let's talk some wrestling here on this Monday. First off, Ronda Rousey was asked about if she's ready to go after the WWE's Divas title. She was talking about her schedule and everything else, but she said she would like to find some time to get into the wrestling ring and go after the WWE's Diva Championship belt. Now, they were asking her about WrestleMania and everything else, and she was sort of shying away from the answers because she basically didn't want to spoil it for anybody. But it's a good possibility that maybe we'll see Ronda Rousey and The Rock go up against maybe Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. We'll just have to wait and see. But that's pretty cool news there. Other news that, this has been out for the last couple of days, and the more I think about it, the more it ticks me off because every time you sign a contract with the WWE, there's always something they do, that just irritates me. When Alberto Del Rio signed the contract with the WWE, it was noted that he was going to be allowed to still work the indies and eventually get away from that. Now, he holds the AAA Mega Belt, and he was to have a match tonight, and he was to lose that title, but Vince McMahon wanted him to be on Monday Night Raw, so there's a delay in him losing that AAA Mega Belt title. Again, like I've always said, if you sign on the dotted line with the WWE, you're owned by the WWE. Make no mistakes about it. You just are. Bottom line. So there you have it as far as all that goes. And now, Jarrett getting back into the world of professional wrestling, possibly. We've heard rumors about Classic Wrestling Revolution. This has been, in the works for a while, even when the late Roddy Piper was around. What this is going to do is going to take some former wrestling stars, and they're going to train wrestlers, and they're going to have competition throughout the year and whatnot, somewhat like a tournament or whatever. We'll just have to wait and see what develops there. Really, no more news on the Global Force Wrestling front. TNA has been talking about with their India shows in December, and then, of course, going to the UK in January. February, they were talking about coming back to New York at the Hammerstein Ballroom to do some tapings for Impact Wrestling. Well, we'll just have to wait and see what develops there because, as we all know, that Destination America is supposedly not going to air TNA after December of this year. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. So, Monday Night Raw tonight. I'm sure we're going to have some hype for the Survivor Series. What is the Wyatt family going to do tonight? They've already carried off Kane and The Undertaker in the last couple weeks. Will they carry anybody off again tonight? One has to wonder about that. And then you also have to wonder about Roman Reigns now being the number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight title belt. Will there be some confrontation with Seth Rollins tonight? Will we see a match at the Survivor Series? I think for me, personally, I think Survivor Series would be too soon for these two to go head to head because it would be November. I somehow see Roman Reigns being involved in this title picture at WrestleMania time, unless the WWE decides to drop the ball and have something happen at the Royal Rumble, which could be a very good idea as well. But we'll just have to wait and see. I think possibly it could be too soon. I don't think anybody wants to see a long, drawn out Rollins and Reigns feud if it does go to Mania. But then let's not forget we still have the winner of the Royal Rumble who will also have a shot at the title at WrestleMania. So let's just have to wait and see what develops here. And let's not forget that we have Sheamus out there who has that Money in the Bank briefcase contract, who could cash that in at any time. I would love to see, I really would love to see a title change, a WWE title change on Monday Night Raw. They haven't done it in a long time, and I think they're due. I think it's been like about 5 years, but I think they're due for that. I think it would, if you want to bring ratings, this is what you do. You do things like this because it was never unheard of in the past for the WWE to have a WWE title change or a World Heavyweight title change when the belts were separated with the brands. This is why I miss the brands, with the separate title belts. I always loved having the two titles, the World Heavyweight title and the WWE title, because this way, at least if one superstar is holding one of the belts for a long period of time, at least the other one, we could have, you know, uh, title changes back and forth, make it more interesting. Will Brock Lesnar appear tonight on Raw? I read rumors that he's supposedly going to be there backstage. He's probably going to be talking to Vince McMahon about saying, hey, Vince, you want me to appear more in house shows? You want me to appear more on TV? Shell out a few more dollars for me, man. And then again, are we going to see Sting for the rest of the year? Are we going to see him at least at Survivor Series? One has to wonder. Will The Undertaker be at Monday Night Raw tonight? I don't think so. Just for the simple fact, I don't think we'll see Kane either. Just for the simple fact they both got carried off by the Wyatts. But then again, who knows? So Raw could be a very interesting show tonight. So I'm going to catch it and see what's going on. There's a lot of good TV on tonight on CBS as well. But you got to try to get everything in. If certain things are boring, you flip over and you watch something else. So let's see what happens here. Let's give Monday Night Raw a chance tonight. I'm very, very pleased that Roman Reigns is finally getting that push. I think he's earned that push. And to be quite honest with you, I have no problem with Seth Rollins as a superstar. I just have a problem with the booking with him, and it's not Seth's fault. It is the creative team, and I think they could do much better with him. But that's my opinion only. So we'll see you all next time. This is the Iceman. Peace out, everybody, and have yourself a great, great Monday.